Hey boys, welcome back to some more Cowboys 2021 career mode, where we're sitting still in the top four. This career mode is definitely a nice little detour from the real life prospects of the Cowboys this year. They're looking pretty poor. They're struggling. The team, I think a lot of their players. It's got to be a big clean out. Got to be a big clean out at the Cowboys. But on the game, we're doing pretty well. A lot of it does translate pretty well to a video game context team as we look at the Rabbitohs doing very nicely. Definitely one of the heavy hitters and one of the tips. One of the probably the I don't know if you'd call them the dark horse, but are they? Well, I don't know. Everything's changed now with the Roosters suffering quite a number of injuries. They're sort of, I would take the Roosters out of calculations to win the comp now without Keary. Still, I'm sure they'll make the finals and do well as Big Tamalolo puts on a nice early shot. That's what the Cowboys need. They need a little bit of aggression, a little bit of get up into them, but. Yeah, it was probably, I don't know, before you'd probably say the Storm and the Roosters, especially after round one, with the Storm sort of, really taking it to the Rabbitohs, but the Rabbitohs have found their form, so I guess they're definitely up, they're definitely one of the top echelon of the favourites now, and I honestly, I don't know, we can talk about this in another video, but I don't know. Out of the other ones, there's nice little bit of play there. Unfortunately, it's going to be Dane Gagai swooping on the second kick. Always a danger, but couldn't quite capitalise on the opportunity. But a knock on. He tried to pass it, but we came up, put the pressure on, and we're going to get a nice little scrum feed, 15 metres out, just right of the upright here, and Big JT takes it from the scrum base. He's gonna pull their pants down. Jason Tamalolo, we sort of just feigned to hold it in the scrum, and then the big fella just took off, and away he went. Cody Walker didn't want a bar of it, and I don't know who was on the outside, but Jason Tamalolo that close to the try line, they just thought, you know what, we'll just save the bodies and let him get through there. So nice start for us. But out of the Storm and Rabbits and Panthers, I guess the top. I'm trying to think who I would even think could challenge for the premiership this year, and a lot of people might think Raiders. I personally am a little bit I've said it a few times that I'm just not sure about the Raiders. They're going well. The Raiders they keep winning, so I'm not like they could, but the Knights, I thought maybe the Knights, but they've now suffered an abundance of injuries, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see who sort of pushes those top teams when it comes down to the business end of the season. But the Rabbits here with Hermes getting straight through there, 4 tackle, pressing the attack. Patrick Mago gets very, very close. So almost half time. We'd love to hold them out here. It's been a back and forth first half. Nothing too major from either side, and a little kick there. It's going to be a knock on, and do we get the scrum feed or no? I think I know sometimes you have to do the dropout, but it looks like they did call the knock on there. So thankfully for us, we'll survive that little danger as Fido down the sideline tries to put the kick back inside. It's going to be Latrell Mitchell taking it. He was going to get pushed into touch, so we had to try saying it. That actually, when I saw Saleh with the footy, dude, what happened to Hame Saleh, dude? When he was at the Dragons, I really liked the look of him. He played some really good footy off the bench, and yeah, just a good ball playing middle forward. And I was honestly a huge fan of Saleh. He went to signed to the Rabbits and just hasn't had a look in. And I thought he could have been very useful for the Rabbitohs because their forward pack, they got some really good forwards, but I think the depth of their forwards is a little bit a little bit weaker than other teams. So I'm surprised Saleh hasn't sort of, got more of a crack on the bench for the Rabbitohs. But I was a huge fan of him at the Dragons. A player I thought would really push on and become sort of a starting lock at a club. But yeah, hasn't kicked on. But I still think there's plenty left in him. I don't know, maybe he's had a few injuries. I'm honestly not too sure. Don't really keep up with. There's a beautiful play here for Doe down the sideline. Skips out of one. She's going to burn them for Doe down the sideline. I thought we were going to have to put the little kick back in field, but Latrell Mitchell couldn't round us up, and I think it was... Who was that? Jackson Paulo couldn't make the distance, and the hammer for Doe is going to burn away and score a scintillating try. I think, who was that? Was it Holmes that put the beautiful pass across, made the line break and the face ball to the flyer? That was a great play. That was a great play indeed. Yeah, what was I saying? That I don't really keep up to date with sort of the feeder stuff in New South Wales. Obviously, I watch like the Q Cup and stuff like that, but I don't really pay much attention to the New South Wales feeder side. So a lot of their sort of reserve players, I don't really know, how they've been going and whatnot. He might be out of form, but getting back to this game, we're looking solid. I mean, we found some good form. The origin period is now done and dusted. Everyone should be back fresh, and a beautiful kick across field. Who kicked that one? Beautiful play. A little bit scrappy. We sort of didn't know what to do with it, but then the pinpoint cross field punt to Kyle Feld. Very, very adept in the air. Kyle Feld, he can do some freakish things. That time it was sort of served up on a silver platter for him, but regardless, had to get the job done, and he scores a nice one as Reece Robson, long ball across. Didn't want to pass it that far across, and Stephen Masters, also a guy that I'm not surprised he hasn't cracked into that back line, but last year when he got his chance, I thought Stephen Masters was excellent at the Rabbits. So they've got a stacked backline, and without injuries you wouldn't really see him there. But I think honestly, another club, I think Masters would be a very good pickup for many teams. I don't know. He showed a lot of promise last year. I was very impressed with his defense and a big boy, big body. Is right here. They took the 2 points. I didn't even mention it. I didn't even really think about it. But take the 2 points down when you're 18-0 down. I don't know about that one. They were sort of going regardless. So I don't know, just trying to make the for and against a little bit better. But regardless, as Drinkwater tried a little something on the last play of the game. But there we go, an 18-2 win. That's a clinical. Honestly, that's one of our better performances. Nice 80-minute performance. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the series. Make sure to like and comment, and I'll see you in the next one.